Good evening, I'm Ryan Pratton.
And I'm Mitchel Baldwin. Here's tonight's top story. Donald Trump canceled a rally in Chicago Friday night after protesters packed into the arena where it was to take place. Trump explained that he didn't want to see people get hurt until after he was elected president.
In a speech on Friday, Ben Carson endorsed Donald Trump, which means that Donald Trump is recommended by 1 out of 970,000 doctors.
That's a fact. The FBI reported this week that a suspicious substance was found inside the office of Ted Cruz. Explain an FBI agent.
That suspicious substance? Human decency.
During a press conference, Donald Trump compared himself to Abraham Lincoln, which is why America is hoping Trump goes to the theater real soon.
He's in the balcony. The top black staffer on the Republican National Committee has stepped down. So now the RNC doesn't know what they're going to do with their extra water fountain no one is using.
For its 100th anniversary, BMW has issued an apology for its Nazi past. And for their 200th anniversary, they plan on apologizing for their douchebag drivers.
Ted Cruz's website is selling yoga mats marked with one of his insults to Donald Trump. John Kasich has bought one so he can use it to continue bending over to backwards to pretend he has a chance.
And now our hard news meets Hollywood. Here, the entertainment reporters, our own Cosmo Kawika!
You're welcome. You're so welcome. You're welcome and hi. Lindsay Lohan has turned down a spot on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. She's too busy starring on Dancing with the Wasted Potential. Charlie Sheen will be starring in a 9/11 World Trade Center movie. It's all part of the film company's plan to double down on disaster. Ellie Goulding is taking a year-long break from music to deal with a recent breakup. You can do that, said Taylor Swift. And finally, John Stamos was spotted in public dating a mystery woman. Not much is known about the woman, but it is assumed that she doesn't have Netflix. You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Cosmo!
You're welcome.
George R.R. Martin has reassured fans that George Martin, who died on Tuesday, was the Beatles producer and not him. Explain the Game of Thrones author.
I want to reassure my fans that I am alive and well and looking forward to writing many, many more wonderful books.
For the watch. An unexpected death.
How shocking!
We enjoyed that too much. Today marks the beginning of daylight savings time. While we lost an hour of sleep last night, at least we got one less hour of election coverage.
A new study has concluded that adding meat to their diets helped ancient humans survive. Explained one of the researchers.
It kept them from being bored to death by their friends bragging about being vegan. You know the type.
A new reporter says that Adolf Hitler had a fetish for women pooping on him during sex. It's the only time in history that a poop fetish has been a person's best quality.
Universal Studios in Japan has announced plans to open a Nintendo Land by 2020. The park will feature Nintendo-themed Nintendo-themed rides, which will only work after you blow underneath them. Here we go.
Nice. A man in China was sentenced to 3 years in prison for selling his 18-year-old daughter, or 18-day-old daughter, in exchange for an iPhone. Meanwhile, his daughter was sentenced to 3 years of building iPhones. Ironic.
A Joe's Crab Shack. Let me take that back. A Joe's Crab Shack restaurant in Minneapolis is under fire for using a photograph depicting a public hanging. It's the worst thing to ever happen at a Joe's Crab Shack, unless you're a crab.